This is Jessie Collins with Pyramid Educational Consultants, and today I'm going to show you how to make slime. So this is just one example of a way to make slime. There are a variety of different options out there with a bunch of different ingredients, but I'm going to show you one of my preferred ways. And doing fun activities like this can be, one, creating something that's very reinforcing for your student. Also, in having fun with our kids, we can create a lot of communication and learning opportunities beyond just the final product of making the slime. So also it's kind of nice because this could be for you guys in the school linked into some of your science standards, math for measuring and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff that we can bring into this activity, and it's something that's super repeatable. I actually had a student that loved making slime so much. We did this during a science experiment that was one of the things that they would actually work for making, and it became something that was very popular, and we could do a lot of different types and colors, and we had a lot of fun with it, and it was relatively cheap with just glue and some of that stuff. So a couple of the things with this video, there is a activity plan or a lesson plan available that you can download, as well as a set of some potential pictures that you could use with this particular lesson. These pictures can be used if your student is a PEX user. They can be used for them to communicate. If you have a kid that's a device user, even just give you an idea of some things that you may want to program into the student's device. And also, if you have a kid that is not a PEX user, you could just use these for visual prompts. You could use these to put together some visual directions or picture direction following. And so these can be used for a variety of different reasons, even if you guys are working with learners that are not PEX users. So on this set of pictures, we have slime, measuring spoons, contact solutions, shaving cream, glue, water, bowl, glitter, baking soda, so some of the ingredients, stir, stretch, and squish, so some S's there for some verbs, food coloring, open, fun, and then also either a direction or a kid could request to wash their hands. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is that to make one batch of slime, you need 6 ounces of glue. You can modify the ingredients. So this is definitely something you could have your kid request for, or you could just give it to them. You could ask them to open it up, and I think it's easier to actually just take the lid all the way off. But if your student does not know how to open the glue, this would also be a great time where you could teach a help request. I'm just using a paper bowl, so just because I didn't want to get any of our kitchen baking bowls dirty, but when I was in my classroom, I just had some cheap plastic bowls that I didn't mind making this in. So my bottle is a little bit bigger than 6 ounces, so I'm just going to do my best estimate. And this is another great direction. You could tell the kid to put the glue into the bowl, and that's a simple direction that they could follow. And then once we have the glue in here, the other ingredients that we need to add in are baking soda. And if you want to make your slime a little more stretchy, then we can add water. This one just requires half a teaspoon of baking soda. So if you are doing measuring with your students, this is really a functional way to do some of that math. You could have them find the green measuring spoon, or even if they're working on fractions, have them find the one that says half. And we just need 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So scoop that in there, and again, you could give them that direction again to put it in the bowl. And then if you want to have it be a little bit more stretchy, then you want to add water in. So this is actually a 1/4 cup. So again, another fraction value that we can use. So getting a kid to look for a particular cup, or even if you had different sizes, you could just do simply big versus small as well. And then I know I've made this with borax and a lot of different ingredients. This one does not have shaving cream in it, but if you want to take the same recipe and add in shaving cream, that will make the cream a little bit more, the foam a little bit more fluffy. If you are going to use contact solution, you need to look for one that has boric acid in it. And so that's what's going to kind of help make this slimy. The nice thing about it is that one bottle of contact solution is going to last for a while. And so for this recipe, we just need 1.5 tablespoons of contact solution. So I actually only grabbed my teaspoon, so I'm gonna run over and go grab that. But this would be another example of, especially if you are doing this at home, of following directions like in the actual kitchen. You could, either put it out on the counter, or you could straight up leave the measuring spoon in the drawer where it actually is, and tell the kid to, go get the tablespoons or go get the measuring spoons. Open the middle drawer, top drawer, bottom drawer, wherever they might be. And those are some other directions you can embed in if you guys are doing this naturally in the home. So I'll be right back, going over to grab the tablespoon. Okay, this particular recipe, and I'm just taking a quick peek over here, calls for 1.5 tablespoons of contact solution. So just a kind of a little bit you can squeeze in here. And again, you could have your kid open this, you could work on squeezing, again, following that direction put in. You don't have to be so totally precise either. You can kind of even just start to kind of squeeze it in and see what texture you're getting here. If you guys can see, as I put in the contact solution, I'm starting to get that more stretchy slime. This is something that's kind of fun to comment on, so we can start to say fun. They can do this with their hands. You can also use a spoon if you have a kid that doesn't like to touch this. And sometimes occasionally I work with a kid that we even have a request for them to wear gloves while we're making this. I actually ordered a bunch of glitter, so this was super cheap. I got a pack of 8 glitter off of Amazon for, I think it was like under $3. And so colors are another thing that you could have your kid request for if you wanted to have your kid actually make this into a particular color or add some fun little accessories in it. Purple is my favorite color, so I also have some food coloring. So these are things you could have a student ask for. Again, practice opening. And I am going to just add in a couple drops, ooh, a little bit too much, of purple food coloring in here, because that is a preferred color for me. And then I'm going to even add in just a tiny bit of glitter. So with the glitter, a little bit goes a long way. I'm sure you guys know that. You could even like scoop out a particular pinch of that. And then, again, we can just kind of stir it all together. At this point in time, this can be really fun for your kids to actually start to get their hands dirty and squish it around. If you want it to be a little less stretchy, you can just add less water or not add the water and kind of do that little by little. I just went straight in and did a whole 1/4 cup. But as you guys can see, the glue started to get kind of gooey. I have that nice purple color. It has sparkles and glitter in there, which is kind of fun. And so we can have a lot of fun with our kids, we can stretch it really long. We can squish it and squeeze it. We can twist it. So we can do lots of things with the slime. If kids are making different colors, they could even share, or, if a kid made blue and I want some blue, I could give a little bit of my purple for the blue. And as you keep kind of working this together, it's going to get like less and less sticky. If you guys can see now, it's not even like getting on my hands. And now I just have a really nice piece of slime. I usually store this in, sometimes I'll save like little plastic containers from things that I've eaten, or a Ziploc bag also does just fine. And so the kind of nice thing about this is that you can have your kid engaged in lots of learning opportunities during the making of the slime, but then this is something that we can have the kid ask for, they can work for if it's something that's reinforcing for them to play with. It could be something that they get to hang on to while they're waiting, and just like a little fidget type thing. So this can be a lot of fun for our students. So it's pretty simple and just requires those couple ingredients. So again, I just have Elmer's glue, some baking soda, and water and contact solution. If you want to add a color or some glitter, you can add that in as well. In the activity plan that's right underneath this video, I linked a couple of the websites where I found these directions. I also linked one that uses shaving cream to make this a little bit more fluffy. And so you can find the ingredients as well as a bunch of learning opportunities there. So again, we can work on big versus small. We could work on long versus short. So I could make a little small piece of this and I can make a big one. We can talk about stretching it long or rolling it long versus, you know, maybe just a little tiny piece that we make kind of short. We can talk about colors. We can request any of the ingredients or things that we need for the slime. We can work on independence with cleaning up things and taking out materials, following simple directions like I was talking about, like, you know, get a bowl or get the measuring spoons. And so there really are a large variety of learning and communication opportunities that can be embedded in here. And if your student's working on commenting, then, you know, commenting on things like this is fun or gross or slimy or, you know, just anything that maybe that kid likes to talk about or say in regards to comments could be something that you guys could do here as well. So this is something that we did a lot in my classroom. It's repeatable, it's simple, and usually pretty motivating for a lot of the students. And so I hope you guys try it out and create a lot of different learning opportunities and have some fun making some slime either at home or in your learning environment. Thank you guys. Have a great day.